Welcome to the next Blast from the Past series video. In today's video I'm going to showcase 3 builds that were the inspiration for me to start this channel. These builds have been featured in my original intro that was used for my first 13 videos. Back when I was still trying to figure out how to edit video and before I had a proper intro put together. So first up on the turntable today, this AMT 1970.5 Z28 Camaro. You know, the kit with the orange car on the box art? The kit that a lot of people hate on? Yeah, that one. This one, I'm not gonna lie, had some issues, but none that really couldn't be overcome. Fitment and alignment issues were the biggest thing about this kit. It was so bad, I had to actually physically clamp the body down to the chassis in the front end to get it to even look this good. I think the main problem was the height of the firewall and interior tub. The body was fighting with that. It was coming in contact with the dash and everything, and the front end didn't want to sit down right. You push down on the front end, the back end would lift off the chassis and vice versa. I finally got it down and flat, and it turned out pretty good. Now the exterior paint that I used on this build was a Folk Art School Bus Yellow, which when it dried it was a matte finish. I did the interior with Apple Barrel Gloss Black. The exterior gloss finish is Future Floor Polish, if you believe it or not. That was one of my early flirtations with floor polish. I had never really messed with it a whole bunch before that, a couple times. But this one here I ended up putting, I think, if I recall correctly, 3 or 4 coats on there, and I finally got a decent shine on the paint. Overall, I think this build turned out pretty good considering the issues that I had with it, and any of you that have built it know what I'm talking about. I did post this on a few Facebook pages back when I first built it, and I received a lot of negative comments about it. Not because the car was done poorly, but I believe it was because of the kit itself. A lot of you guys attacked the kit, and it kind of is a reflection on the builder as well at the same time, but I know a lot of times it's just the kit. You don't like it, so you're gonna bang on everybody that put it together for whatever reason. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. So what do you all think about this build? Why don't you leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know. Did it turn out okay, or was it a waste of time? Next up on the turntable is my very first time building a resin cast body vehicle. A lot of you guys wonder what this is. Well, this is a Jimmy Flintstone bodied, what he called the Ram Bourbon or Ram Suburban. Kind of looks like a Suburban, but built on a Ram chassis. Now this kit used the Snapfast 94 Dodge Ram 2500 kit from AMT Ertl. This was my first flirtation with resin bodies. I had no idea how they went together and what was all was involved with things like paints and glues, what I could use, what I couldn't use. I also had to scratch build the interior on this truck, which was I won't say my first time scratch building anything, but it was in the top 10 times I had experimented building things from scratch. Now the exterior paint, it was done with Folk Art Blue Sapphire Metallic paint over the Touch and Tone gray primer that I've used for years. The interior was done using like two-tone gray. Those were also Folk Art paints. This build also marks my return to using material in a build to simulate carpeting, something I hadn't done in years. So this represents a lot of firsts for me. And it turned out pretty good for being a curbside snap together basically, but using this resin body. Now the interior, I had to borrow some seats from a what the heck was that kit? It was Dodge Caravan, I believe, is what I used the interior seats for. The whole rear end of the tub, interior tub, was all scratch built. The front was part of the kit of the, you know, from the Ram 2500 snap together. The chassis, grill, tires, wheels, everything else came from that snap together kit, as well as the windshield. The side windows came with the body. That was, like I said, my first time experimenting with those, and I think it turned out pretty good, all things considered. This is before I discovered Mod Podge as well to glue in the windows. So yeah, it could have turned out a little bit better, but in all honesty, I think it turned out pretty good. Now, last up on the turntable is a car that a few of you guys have noticed and have asked about. It's the 1966 Olds 442 by AMT. Let me straighten out these tires a little bit. They look a little funny. Yeah, I left the front tires steerable, and I didn't catch that when I put it on the turntable. Anyway, it's still a little turn, but ignore that. Now, this build was my first flirtation with Folk Art Color Shift craft paints. It turned out so good, I just fell in love with the results of the paint, and thus began a long line of Color Shift paint jobs with a bunch of the builds that are on my channel. This build was done using the Folk Art Blue Shift, and it starts out as a kind of a turquoise but has a slight blue and purple highlight to it. The paint is laid down over, again, my Touch and Tone gray primer instead of a gloss black. A lot of times with the color shifts, they tell you to put it down over gloss black. I put that down over the gray primer. It turned out really well. Had I put it down over the black, I imagine it would have looked pretty cool, but I like the result of that paint job the way it is. The interior is done in Folk Art gloss black, and other than that, the entire kit was built box stock. I have shown this build in several Facebook groups over the years, and I've had a lot of good reactions, mainly because of the paint. Now, overall, the kit itself went together really nice. And these three kits from this video were the basic inspiration for me to start my channel. I really, before I built these and started showing them on Facebook groups and stuff, I really didn't have any idea to build or to start a channel, but I decided to do that after all the reactions I got. And so these are just, I mean, maybe a month before I even started to think about building a channel, and about a month before I put my first video up. So yeah, there you go. There's another blast from the past video done. I hope you guys enjoyed my history of these builds with you. If you did, go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Might as well. And while you're down there, click the hype and share buttons as well. You know, all of that helps the YouTube algorithm to share my content. It recommends it to other folks that haven't seen any of my videos before. As usual, if you have any questions or comments, please write those in the comments section below, and I'll be happy to respond as soon as possible. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, or you can drop me a line at scaleautoguy@gmail.com. If you want more videos like this one, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the little bell icon so that you're notified of any of my upcoming future videos. Thanks for watching another blast from the past video from Scale Auto Guy's Workbench, and I'll see you on the next blast from the past.